FOG Andrew here, and the coach here from Family Gamers. Welcome, Wargamers, to an exciting, awesome, Unmatched video. Today, we are going to be taking a look at the Hell's Kitchen Unmatched box. Now, a little bit of what they have out so far. So Polygon has put out a review of the Hell's Kitchen box, which isn't out yet. Redemption Row, people are getting their pre-orders of Redemption Row, which is the other box with Moon Knight, Luke Cage, and Ghost Rider. But Polygon put out a review, and we're going to be taking a look at some of the cards and stuff like that. But before we do, if this is your first time here, why don't you consider subscribing to the channel for more Unmatched videos coming out in the future, and our other stuff we have on the channel as well. But without further ado, let us talk about it. Now, how excited are you for this box? Because I know that Daredevil may or may not be your favorite character.
It's Daredevil, Elektra, Moon Knight. So, and then, you know, buying the Frank Miller Elektra saga, you know, with Daredevil when Bullseye killed her was a big deal in the 80s. So this is huge for me. You know, Daredevil's my favorite.
Yeah, so this box is Daredevil, Elektra, and Bullseye, and then which is weird that we're only getting one villain so far from the two Unmatched Marvel boxes that have been shown off. So it's kind of weird because Luke Cage, Ghost Rider, and Moon Knight are fighting in the other box. It kind of makes sense for Bullseye to be fighting Daredevil, Elektra, but nonetheless, let us start talking about it. So the first thing we're going to look at is Daredevil, and we don't have their character cards yet. We haven't seen pictures of them. I tried scouring the internet to see if we do have any, and we don't. But we can kind of get an idea of their special abilities from the cards. For example, Daredevil has a 2-value attack, Man Without Fear. During combat, you may blind boost this attack, which is you take the top card of your deck, discard it, and then you boost the attack with that discarded card. But then it says this is in addition to any blind boost from Daredevil's special ability. So
you could double blind boost.
Yes, so you can do a double blind boost, which is kind of interesting, meaning that his ability is probably that he can blind boost.
Right.
His special ability.
Right.
So, which is kind of...
Well, that makes sense because now you think about it. You set up your card and you put it... You play a card that you know you played. You put it in the discard pile. You'll know what that boost number is. So you got to kind of be... You got to be up on your game when you're playing Daredevil so that you know what his... Like I said, in the deck. So if it's an attack and I need, let's say, an extra 3... I could use it, but if the card was like say a 1 or a 2 and it wouldn't help, I can't blind boost it. So it's a pretty exciting thing to have.
Yeah.
And also you don't cut through your cards.
Exactly. So now he's got a 4-value attack, Devil of Hell's Kitchen. During combat, now unfortunately it's kind of hard to read, but it says if you something in your deck, the value of this card is 8.
Right. So probably if you have no cards or a certain amount of cards. So
yeah, in your deck. And then after combat, the top 4 cards of your discard pile into your deck. So I assume shuffle the top 4 cards of your discard pile into your deck, which is actually not bad because then that gives you at least 2 extra turns.
Right.
Because if you double maneuver during your turn. So that gives you pretty nice card advantage, you know, getting your cards back and also, you know, preventing yourself from getting exhausted. That's not bad. So now he also has Through Adversity. Move Daredevil up to 4 spaces. He may move through opposing fighters and deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter Daredevil moves through. And that is a scheme card. So that's kind of interesting. That's what Yanenga has from Battle of Legends Volume 2. So, what do you think of the little snippet of Daredevil that we have so far?
Well, I mean, even if it wasn't this good, I would still play it. But yeah, everything is good. Man Without Fear is great. I like the Devil of Hell's Kitchen. What I like about that is if you've read Daredevil for any amount of time, the comic books, he's always really kind of down and out. You know, he's not like a superhero like a mutant or, you know, Iron Man. He's just a guy in a suit, and you know, he's not even Spider-Man, but he seems to dig down deep and come out with these immense attacks and ends up winning. And that's what the Devil of Hell's Kitchen is. You know, if maybe it's like you don't have enough cards in your deck, you get 8 instead, and then you can get the next 4 back into your pile, which I guess this one would be in the discard pile. So works out good. And even if it's not an 8, it's a 4, which is still good.
Yeah, a 4 attack isn't bad, but like you said, an 8 is even better.
And then you can boost it. You could blind boost it, I guess. So
yeah, with his ability as well.
So it's, yeah.
If that's what his ability is, which it seems like it from Man Without Fear. Now, can you guess how much health he has?
I'm going to say 14.
17.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll take it.
He has 17 health. So now here's the article. It kind of explains some stuff, but what we want to look at is here, the Bullseye and Electra cards. Who do you want to start with?
Let's go with Bullseye.
All right, so he's got for my next trick, 2 value attack card. After combat, move Bullseye up to 1 space, draw 1 card, and gain an action.
Yeah, I like those gain action cards. That's why Bruce Lee is one of my favorite characters in this game.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. You're moving, drawing, and gaining an action. So it's basically like it's a free attack. You get to move out of the way and draw a card. I assume Bullseye will be ranged.
Yeah,
right? He should be ranged.
Yeah, he should be.
Now he's got World's Greatest Assassin immediately. If you, I guess,
if you already won combat.
If you already won combat this turn, ignore the value of your opponent's card.
Nice.
So meaning that if this is your second attack, guess what? Your opponent's card is just canceled. The value is canceled. That's 4 damage.
Now, you could feint that though, right?
Yeah, you could feint it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the only thing. It could get feinted, unfortunately.
Okay.
And then he's got a 2 versatile card. I'm better, and I'll prove it. During combat, if you already won a combat this turn, the value of this card is 6 instead. So that's interesting because it could be used for attacking and defense.
Right.
So if your opponent attacks you and you won combat, then you have a 6 versatile card basically if you play this.
Right.
So that's pretty interesting. I don't know what his card is. They haven't really gone into it. It says the Master Tactician has a long reach, able to attack anywhere on the board, including outside his current zone. So
nice.
that maybe that's his ability.
But up to 5 spaces away. So
yeah, up to 5 spaces.
So
away.
that works good though if you're at the top of the board coming down, which is like usually not in a zone. So like you're at the top of the Bullseye's at the top of the board, and you're at the bottom of the board in a different zone altogether, but 5 away. He could reach out and touch somebody. That's I like that a lot.
Yeah. So then Elektra, her thing is, so Elektra says Elektra has a bit more of a glass jaw, but that's by design. Once knocked down to 0 hit points, she resurrects as a more powerful version of herself, triggering special abilities on her cards. And she's joined on the battlefield by 4 allies of the hand, skilled ninjas in their own right who can help overwhelm or confuse her opponents. So
I have a question. Is she the first one with 4 sidekicks?
The first one would be Robin Hood with his 4 merry men.
Okay.
So, but she is, the second one to have 4 1-health sidekicks.
Right.
So, Robin Hood could be a pain in the behind with those 4 merry men.
Right.
But
so then Elektra's going to be the same thing.
Elektra's going to be a little annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess her special ability is that, she goes down to 0, she dies, and then she comes back to life, and then she gets to do the special abilities on her cards. For example, she has a 2 versatile card, Cloaked in Shadow. Immediately cancel all effects on your opponent's card, so it's essentially a feint. But if she's, resurrected, after combat, move Elektra up to 3 spaces. So it's a feint, but if you died, you get to move 3 spaces.
Okay.
Then she has, I can't read that, maybe Master Assassin, and it looks like that this is a 6 value card, if I'm correct. That would be insane. Looks like a 6 there. After combat, Elektra takes damage. We can't see how much damage, but it's a high attack, so she's gonna take a little bit of damage.
Okay.
But then it says Elektra something damage instead. So maybe she heals, or she does damage back, or more damage. Who knows?
Or get, takes no damage instead.
Maybe. If she was resurrected.
Right.
Then she has a 1 value defense card. I don't know, Wake Root? I don't know, Wake Root clan?
Take Root?
Maybe Take Root clan. Immediately, Elektra may swap spaces with a hand. If she does, the hand is now the defender. So that's interesting. The hand ninja would probably get wiped out immediately because it's only a 1 value defense, but that's a good way to get Elektra out of there.
But that goes back to what they said, she's got a glass jaw, but it's on purpose. So like if you play this one, you could switch places with one of the hand ninjas. That's actually pretty good. So then the hand ninja basically takes the brunt of the attack, and she gets away.
And it seems like you might be trying to kill Elektra. It's kind of like how Achilles is. You're trying to kill his sidekick so that he can get the extra 2 damage from Achilles' special ability.
Right.
And there's cards in Achilles' deck that let you swap places with your sidekick, so you can kill the sidekick. And also there's cards that's like, your sidekick takes this much damage. So it seems like that's the same thing with Elektra. It says Elektra takes, however much damage. You're trying to kill her, so that she can resurrect and become more powerful, essentially. Right. So seems kind of interesting. What do you think altogether of the 3 so far? The 3 characters.
I like it so far. I think it's pretty true to the characters.
Yeah, and we haven't seen much. Now, if we scroll back down, actually, here's the card backs and the organization, the beautiful organization of the cards. But there's these little tokens here that have, if we look here, there's these tokens here that say, like, +1 versatile, there's a scheme card or something like that. So, it seems like that what happens is that the token goes on the space, like right here, if you can see, like this mailbox goes here, and if you're on that space, you get the bonus.
Maybe that's just like the environment. You're gonna get you're gonna get the extra value that's there. You're gonna use the mailbox as terrain, or as a weapon, maybe slam the guy into it, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And there's also an Elektra card there. I don't know if we covered that one. Intercept.
It says during combat, it's a 3 value. Come on, what is it doing? You may reveal a card named Psy from your hand, and if you do, something of this card's value, maybe. Can't really read it because it's behind the dial. But it is a 3 value defense card, which is okay, but again, if she's resurrected, she gets that special ability from that card. So, but overall, it looks like that this box is going to be pretty interesting. Obviously Daredevil, Bullseye, Elektra are awesome, and it'll be cool that we're getting them in this box. Plus the environment tokens seem kind of cool with the mat. The Redemption Row box has the same kind of thing with the environment tokens, and you can even do schemes that, like, everybody in the zone takes 1 damage because it's an electric floor or something, or there's like an electric baton that's a 2 versatile or something like that. So there's some interesting stuff overall. What do you think about that environment stuff? You think that's good?
I like it. We played a lot of other miniature games, and you use terrain to your advantage, so why not bring that into Unmatched? I think it's a nice little wrinkle to the game that makes it more interesting.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Let us know what you think about Daredevil, Bullseye, and Elektra down in the comments below. please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also, the algorithm says that you must click this video that's on the screen. It's going to be like somewhere on the screen there. So check out that video and subscribe to the channel. Check out the Patreon. Check out the Discord in the description, guys. We'll see you in the next one.